Chicos, chicas, ¿cómo están? ¿Qué os cuenta la vida? Aquí Vampiro con un nuevo video para el canal. Y gente, bienvenidos al año del dragón. Así es, gente, ya estamos en el año del dragón de madera. Esto que lo estoy publicando justamente cuando inicia el año nuevo chino, de acuerdo con Google. ¿Y por qué estoy haciendo eso? Se preguntaban. Bueno, porque hoy día justamente vamos a comenzar lo que es el tema de los colores de la primavera, el rito de la linterna 2024. Ya os hemos hecho la misión anterior de Xianyun para así poder hacer esta misión con toda la cara del mundo. Problema, que no puedo hacer esta misión porque, como pueden observar, está bloqueada por un evento que no me he hecho. Bueno, ni tanto evento, es una misión de mundo que no la hice porque esta huevada no da protogemas. Pero no es nada complicado del otro mundo. Así que voy a tener que hacer un corte. Y ahí por recién podemos empezar con la misión que tengo muchísimas ganas. En especial por el personaje nuevo que se nos va a presentar en este instante.
Candlelight should be coming up soon, right? Everyone must be busy buying things to make their homes more festive now. Wonder what this year's theme is going to be.
Está Charlotte y Keki.
Everyone can't wait to find out. Let's hit the Liyue Harbor and ask around.
Sí, hablando de preguntar a la gente, ahí a lo fondo veo a Kekin y a Charlotte, así que asumo que tengo que acercarme a ellas para poder empezar con todo lo del rito de la linterna, ¿verdad?
King and Charlotte. I never thought she'd see you two together.
Cualquier combinación lila con rosa es peligrosa.
Nice to see you again, Traveler and Paimon.
Igualmente, Kekin.
Oh, we're not interrupting anything, are we?
Not at all. I wasn't in the middle of an interview or anything. I was just asking Miss Kuching about purchasing a kite.
Una cometa.
A kite? Are you buying some regional specialties to bring back to Fontaine?
Un recuerdito, ¿por qué no?
Well, yes. And
It seems you haven't heard yet. The theme of this year's lantern rite is kites.
Ah,
Oh, so that's why Paimon has seen so many floating in the sky.
yo antes tenía una cometa, pero esa se malogró con el tiempo.
Liyue Harbor is always changing, so it is only fitting that lantern rite should change in turn.
Ajá.
The Qixing believes it would benefit Liyue to build on our own cultural foundation by embracing the technologies of other nations. After all, it is said that the stones of another mountain may serve to better polish one's own jade.
Por algo existen las becas extranjeras.
yeah, remember my business meeting with Tianquan Ningguang the last time I was in Liyue Harbor? That's what it was about.
Ah, no me hice ese evento, amiga. Ah, verdad, lo del juego de cartas para niños.
But all I really did was use my network to introduce Lady Ningguang to some interesting people. I'm not sure that quite counts as fostering cooperation.
¿Y a qué personas interesantes nos estamos refiriendo?
In the end, we decided to combine Liyue's traditional art of kite making with Fontaine's mechanical vertical lifting device.
El armazón de la cometa.
Mechanical lifting device? Sounds pretty impressive.
Nah, yo creo que es el armazón de la cometa. Sé de estas cosas. Soy ingeniero.
Just use the wind to fly? Why would you need to add something mechanical?
Well, you've actually just answered your own question, Paimon. How high and far a kite can fly depends as much on the weather conditions as on the skill of the person holding the string.
But as soon as there's no wind, you can only flail about helplessly like a sweet flower medaka out of water. Experience doesn't matter at that point.
Exactly. Liyue is now a nation ruled by humans after all. It's about time we had the power to make a kite fly, don't you think? Plus, the easier we can make it to enjoy, the more people will want to participate.
Bien pensado.
Right? I also thought it was a novel idea. Plus, it shouldn't cost much to do.
With Miss Charlotte's help, everything has gone smoothly. Our new mechanical kites are already available to purchase from a stall in the harbor. We're having trouble keeping up with demand.
Ah, no me gustan mucho los diseños, o sea, para poder estamparlo en un polo de color blanco y ahí ir vagando por la universidad o por el trabajo si es que algún día consigo.
We also gave quite a bit of thought to the price. We didn't want it to be too much more expensive than a traditional kite.
Deben ser un diseño un poquito más tradicional.
Cool. Turns out you two and Ningguang like playing with toys just as much as Paimon.
¿A quién no?
Toys? They're not exactly
Bueno, los
toys.
cometas no son juguetes, pero aún así es divertido tener una y estar corriendo para que vuele. Yo hacía eso cuando tenía 8 años.
You see, Miss Kuching? That does seem to be everyone's first reaction.
Although kites are one of our most time-honored cultural relics, outside of their use in certain ceremonies, I suppose they're considered playthings more than anything now.
Antes también el chocolate se consideraba una bebida ceremonial y ahora todo el mundo lo toma a diario, incluso en forma de helado.
But to me, there's so much more than that. Think for a second about how remarkable it is that a flimsy paper kite attached to a string has the capacity to touch the sky. It is this slight piece of paper that also carries the weight of Liyue's cultural traditions.
Por cierto, la cometa que yo tenía de niño no era de papel, era de tela.
There's an old poem that goes, "O kite born of paper, flying true in sound, a lone traveler wanders, just waiting to be found." In the past, poets from Liyue used kites to symbolize a feeling of longing, or evoke the peacefulness of idyllic rural scenery.
Claro, los cometas son lo más cercano que hay en el cielo. O sea, la distancia entre humano y cielo. No sé si me dejo entender.
If the people of today can derive enjoyment from this activity, they will not only be more likely to better appreciate the tradition, but also to pass it down to the people of tomorrow.
That's the Kuching we know. Always thinking 5 steps ahead of anyone else.
Well said, Miss Kuching. I've learned quite a bit myself.
As long as you're willing to listen, I'm happy to share. I also know quite a lot about the various folk traditions related to kites. For example, whenever a kite blew away, people would say it was the Adepti that summoned the wind to take it away as an offering. That way, you can turn an unfortunate event into an auspicious one.
Xiao, haciendo ofrendas, eso no lo veo. Capaz de pequeño saltando encima de las cometas, pero de allí nada más.
What about something more fun?
More fun. Let me think. Oh, I suppose we should first talk about how kites are made.
Yes,
It's another one of our precious forms of traditional craftsmanship.
me agradaría hacer una cometa también.
My grandfather told me that back when he was a boy, children learned the art of kite making step by step from their elders. First, you use the thin strips of bamboo to construct the frame. Then, you draw a design of your choice on a piece of paper, paste it onto the frame, and tie on the string.
Básicamente como hacer una cometa, bueno, no una cometa, una antorcha. Que eso yo también hacía, bueno, ni tanto hacía, compraba para el aniversario del colegio, ya hablaré de eso más adelante.
Then, you look towards the sky and release the kite to soar among the clouds. Some people write down certain names or desires on their kites, cut the string, and let them fly free. Others may place particular thoughts or meaning into the design itself.
Ah, como esas lámparas que los chinos lo hacen volar hacia arriba al cielo, con mensajes y todo lo demás, pero con cometas.
Are certain designs associated with certain meanings? I'm gonna jot all of this down.
Well, for example, kites in the shape of a butterfly typically symbolize freedom, happiness, or the desire to break free.
Fascinating. What else can you tell me?
The scissored-tailed swallow is the most classic design. It symbolizes good fortune and joyful tidings. Different colors also have small variations in meaning.
Are these commonly understood meanings and symbols in Liyue? Kind of like the language of flowers in Fontaine.
I believe so. Most have probably heard something about it from their elders at some point. If you're interested, Miss Charlotte, I have several books on the topic that I could lend you. They could be a useful reference.
That would be a huge help! Great! Looks like I've got the outline for quite the article on my hands.
Espero que quede bien y que no sea tan amarillista, por favor, que estás hablando de una tradición antigua.
Perfect! We're gonna take a look around.
Then I'll show Miss Charlotte to my home for a little while. I almost forgot. The Ministry of Civil Affairs is hosting a kite flying contest on the night of Lantern Rite.
Y quieres que la Eder se lleve el premio principal. No hay problema, yo me encargo de eso. Bueno, yo y tal vez mi pana Luis.
If you're interested, you're more than welcome to bring a kite and participate. The rules are simple. Whoever flies their kite the highest and furthest within the time limit will receive a special honor along with a secret prize.
I've already prepared more than enough empty film for the event. I can see the spectacle already.
Ah, ahí estaremos. Esa recompensa misteriosa tiene nuestro nombre. Luis, ¿qué me hiciste?
Oh, Paimon was on board the moment you said secret prize.
Then I'll look forward to seeing your performance.
You bet! See you then!
Y se marcharon.
Wait, Traveler? Take a peek to your right. Do you see those two people lurking over there?
Ah, no las veo ahorita. Estoy viendo más bien a las personas que están a la izquierda.
Is it just Paimon?
Ahora sí estoy viendo a
Or
los
were
de la
they
derecha.
staring at us the whole time we were talking to Kuching and Charlotte just now? They seem fishy.
Ah, no lo sé, para mí me parecen seres comunes y corrientes. Aunque eso sí, un poco la vestimenta los hace notar un poco más que el resto.
Great, so it wasn't just Paimon.
Ah.
Do you think they could be treasure hoarders? They always seem to be stirring up trouble during Lantern Rite.
No hay problema, Paimon. Yo soy el callao, yo sé cómo lidiar con esa clase de personas. Simplemente los saludo y digo, ya, a ver, compañero. ¿Qué haces acá? Mientras sostengo un desatornillador que tengo acá al costado.
Oh, Paimon's sick of waiting around for something bad to happen. We should strike first, you know. Foil their plans before they even begin. You go right, Paimon will go left.
Espera, Paimon. Orioles, presagio del firmamento, los colores de la primavera, parte 1. Ok, ¿me permiten caminar? Sí, me permite caminar. Un poquito... Cambio de escena. Ok. Sé que hay mucha queja al respecto de esos dos idiotas que están por allá al fondo. Más que nada porque esos weones de ahí, como ustedes sabrán más adelante, cuando yo me acerque a ellos dirán de que son gente recontra especial. Y por ser gente recontra especial, según el fandom, ellos merecen skins más especiales y no parecer NPCs. Ya, eso es algo llamado esquizofrenia del fan. ¿Por qué digo esto? Porque en ningún momento han confirmado que dichos personajes iban a ser esta clase, iban a tener skin especial o por lo menos ser jugables en ningún punto de la existencia, en ningún leak, en ninguna información. Ni siquiera la compañía misma ha ticiado que esos personajes serían jugables en el futuro. Esto lo digo más que nada porque yo ya paso por esto debido a que soy un fan del wrestling y a cada rato tengo que lidiar con fantasy bookings que al final no terminan cumpliéndose porque XY motivos. Ahora sí, podemos continuar con esto.
Oh. It is with such an air of urgency that you appear before us. Your comportment suggests you believe us to have committed some heinous crime. Perhaps you could enlighten us as to your intentions.
Esta ya te la sabes.
Whoa, where did this fuddy-duddy come from? You should be the one doing the enlightening, buddy. Don't think we didn't notice you eavesdropping. One look and we could tell you were up to no good. Tell us everything, starting with your name!
One bears no secrets before two such as yourselves. You stand in the presence of the mighty and illuminated Adeptus. Moon. For the purpose of this foray into the mortal realm, however, you may address one as Hojong.
Te diré Hosang. Suena más pronunciable.
You kidding? That deer's got his head stuck so far up in the clouds, there's no way he'd humble himself down here with the rest of us.
Tendrá el nivel de arrogancia por las nubes, pero sabe mucho mejor de camuflarse en comparación a Cloud Retainer.
You may want to hold your tongue, Paimon.
Don't think that Paimon is gonna believe you just because you know her name. Let Paimon guess. You're supposed to be mounted.
Indeed. Mooncarver and myself have descended upon the mortal realm for a visit. The two of you may call me Jehu.
Jehu.
Huh. Looks like you did your research. But in our experience, the harder you try to lead us on, the more likely it is that we've got a big fish on our hands. We'll go straight to the Millilith and have you arrested for impersonating a Adepti!
Preposterous. Utterly preposterous.
¿Pueden demostrar que lo dicen es cierto?
Right! Tell us something that only an Adeptus would know. And it better not be some common knowledge that any person on the street could tell you.
Vamos, digan algo.
During the last Lantern Rite, We gathered at Mount Hulao with Rex Lapis and made use of Cloud Retainer's supreme cuisine machine to prepare bamboo shoot soup. Perhaps you have some recollection?
Nosotros tal vez, pero el perro de al costado no.
The flavor of that soup was more than enough to whet one's appetite. As such, Cloud Retainer assented to my use of the device beyond that singular occasion, providing other recipes to boot. Since then, one has dabbled in the pleasures of the culinary arts whenever time allows.
Ah, chócalas, yo también.
Dabbled? Upon one's last sojourn to your mountain, did you not immediately attempt to hide the device behind a chunk of amber as soon as one's presence was known?
A ver, Jinho, ¿por qué tienes que ocultar tu horno? ¿Acaso todavía estás de esa mentalidad de que cocinar te baja la masculinidad o qué chucha? Gastón Acurio es hombre. Con eso digo todo.
Did one not speak up on your behalf but a moment ago? This is how you choose to repay that kindness?
Sí.
One is simply trying to emphasize the veracity of our claim.
That does not mean you should reveal personal matters so readily. They might think one bears no difference from Cloud Retainer. Forget it.
Sí,
One
ya
does not have the
tenemos.
breath
Ustedes
to
no saben
waste on
de
such
verdad.
petty trifle.
That might have been more detail than we needed. Seems like you two are the real deal, and Paimon, sorry for suspecting you.
The real deal.
But, for beings as forgiving as yourselves, this is just water under the bridge, right?
Tómenselo como un cumplido de lo bueno que es su disfraz. Ustedes sí saben el tema de disfrazarse a comparación de su compañera Cloud Retainer.
You indeed have an agile mind. Cloud Retainer was not mistaken in her high estimation of you.
Paimon's still curious about something. It's just, Paimon can understand why Mountain Shaper is here, but why did you decide to come to the city, Mooncarver? It's not really your thing, is it?
It is but an inevitable eventuality. Long have the mountains remained strangely idle since Cloud Retainer's move to Liyue Harbor.
¿Y eso no es algo bueno?
With Lantern right near at hand, one would expect Cloud Retainer to provide us with an account of the festivities in advance. Yet to this day she has failed to appear.
Cloud Retainer is hardly the forgetful sort.
One must never rest idle in the face of that which demands action. And since our acquaintances dwell in Liyue Harbor, we had to travel here in human form to avail ourselves of their aid, Cloud Retainers in this case.
But a moment ago, one heard you speak of a mechanical kite of sorts. It appears the essence of the situation has hitherto revealed itself. Now it is time for one to retire back to one's abode.
Huh. So, you're not looking for Cloud Retainer anymore?
Entonces, ¿para qué chucha bajan acá y causar una guerra interna en lo que es la comunidad de Twitter?
Perhaps there are aspects of Cloud Retainer's temperament that remain opaque to young Paimon. Given one's understanding, one can only imagine the anger that now consumes her.
Oh, sí, no tienes ni idea de la cólera que tiene la comunidad con su existencia de ustedes dos.
Cloud Retainer is of a proud and arrogant disposition. She holds the belief that her skill in mechanics surpasses that of all others. One can be quite certain it is hardly with an open mind that she regards the arrival of this new technology.
Sí, ya me puedo imaginar era yendo hacia donde está Fontaine, volverse otra vez sabe o crear un mecanismo que cause un tsunami entero que hunda todo el todo el país. Casi digo continente de nuevo. ¿Qué me pasa
One
conmigo
surmises
confundiendo
that she has
las
shut
naciones con
herself away,
continentes en este
refused
juego?
all company, and buried herself in the study of her own creations. To call on her would only invite her rebuke.
Porque son países, ¿no? Son países lo que hay por acá. O sea, Fontaine, Luigi, Inazuma, Mondstadt, el Sumeru. Todo eso son países, al fin y al cabo, ¿no?
However, if you
Pero
do
tiene
happen
bandera.
to cross paths with her over the next few days, do pass along one's regards.
¿Cómo serían las banderas de los países de aquí? Ah, ¿cómo se llama? Estoy desviando del tema. Sí, le vamos a mandar saludos a Cloud Retainer.
Sure, leave it to us. Have a safe trip back, enjoy the scenery, and happy lantern ride!
¡Feliz año del dragón de madera!
Thank you for your kind words. We shall now depart.
Y por favor no vuelvan.
We got all worked up for nothing, huh? All that trouble and it turned out to be people we knew all along! Well, it's still pretty early. Let's head over and check out the kite stalls. Paimon wants to see what kinds of kites we can buy to use in the competition. The bigger and prettier the better.
Vayamos al puesto de cometas y me ha abierto otras misiones por lo que parece. ¿Todo tiene que ver con lo que es el tema este del evento o solamente uno? No, solamente esta de ir al puesto de cometas. El resto de seguro se habría abierto porque ya me completé la misión anterior. Tal vez o sea un bug del juego, qué sé yo, qué sé yo. O es que ya me permiten jugar los eventos de acá, pero no creo que sea eso. A ver, veamos, ¿qué cometas hay por acá?
Welcome. Are the two of you looking to buy a kite?
Sí.
Would you like me to go over the different designs?
Ajá.
Assistant can't swallow! And a butterfly! And
This jade chamber design is our newest. It's been selling like crazy over the past 2 days.
does it also have a unique meaning?
Of course. The jade chamber symbolizes wealth and abundance. The kite bearing its design is said to bring riches in the future to those who fly it.
Con riquezas espero que se refiera a materiales de talentos, porque eso es lo que necesito ahora.
Oh, now that's Paimon's kind of kite.
I apologize for the interruption, but are all your wares in order, Miss Genuine?
Yes, they're just over there. The paper, bamboo, and dyes. All the necessary kite-making materials.
Supongo que el papel será diferente a una hoja A4. Porque de hacer el papercraft de Megumi de Luca y también el Rito y aprendí que el papel normal no sirve para hacer esa clase de cosas. Tienes que usar o cartulina o pegar 2 hojas de papel para que por lo menos tenga resistencia a la huevada.
Wonderful. I'll pack them up and get a guard to deliver the goods to Yilong Wharf for you.
Yilong Wharf? Oh, wonder what that place is like during Lantern Rite. Paimon would love to go take a look.
¿Qué será el puerto Geelong? Hace tiempo que no voy por acá en Liyue. Obviamente que voy a estar
Well, if the
confundido.
two of you are interested in going to Yilong Wharf, then could I trouble you to find Gaming and deliver these goods together?
I beg your pardon.
Is Gaming the guard you just mentioned?
I beg your pardon por 2.
Well, yes. The communications office handles shipments and transports around Liyue. He works for the Secure Transport Agency, one of our sub-organizations. The problem is, many of my colleagues have taken leave during Lantern Rite to spend time with their families. So, our available workforce has seen a dramatic decrease recently. If you were willing to help out, then I could get a head start on my next appointment.
You do seem really pressed for time.
Te ayudaremos.
Oh, wonderful. You will, of course, be compensated for your efforts. Now, at this time of day, Gaming should be somewhere in the vicinity. Just follow the main road until you see the head of a Wusho dance costume. Should be on your right.
What?
Be sure to come back if you'd like to buy a kite. I'll even give you a discount.
Ya, no hay problema. Sigan instrucciones para encontrar a Gaming. What? O sea, what? Gaming. O sea, como la palabra que es un gerundio. Es gerundio, ¿no? Que sí, creo que lo es cuando tiene ing al final de las palabras. Hace tiempo que no voy a clases de inglés. O bueno, recibo clases de inglés. Soy avanzado, por cierto. Y tengo certificado por una universidad de Inglaterra. Sí, no, Estados Unidos, Michigan. Creo que era la huevada. No sigo sin completar mi currículum. Como sea. Pues, sigamos, busquemos justamente dónde está este güey que parece que sus padres no quieren. Parece porque... ¿Gaming? ¿En serio? Está bajo 44 metros. Hay una antorcha por acá. Evitemos que nos disparen con eso. Y tiene que estar por acá, ¿no? O sea, por esta zona, o es que estoy dando vueltas en el círculo sin llegar a ningún punto.
Wait, I thought we had an agreement. Loser buys dim sum tomorrow? Look at you. Scowl like that for much longer and your face might stay that way.
¡Weón! Un dragoncito de esos que hay en los festivales chinos.
Hey now, don't be upset. How about this? You extend the invitation and I'll pay.
No way, Gaming. You're always the one picking up the tab. I'm not trying to be a sore loser. I just didn't expect you to come from behind to win like that.
That was nothing. All in a day's work, friend.
Perfect. Gaming is here. Sorry to interrupt, Gaming. We just spoke to a guy from the communications office who needs you to deliver some goods to Yilong Wharf.
¿Tú eres Gaming?
Oh, that must have been Longjo. Looks like I've got work. Gotta go.
Sure, go do your thing. Let's have a rematch when you get back. I won't let you win so easily next time.
Alrighty, you can hand the goods over to me. Must have been heavy hauling them all this way. Let me take them off your hands.
It wasn't that bad. It's just some kite-making materials. Plus, we didn't have to walk very far.
Kite-making materials. I see. I'm glad it wasn't too much trouble, Paimon. Still, I owe you one. Ah, and you must be the traveler. It's nice to meet you. Thanks for your help.
Un gusto conocerte, Gaming.
Huh? You know us?
Obviamente nos debe conocer, o sea, ¿qué parte de que hay un periódico diciendo nuestras hazañas y repartiéndose por todo Teyvat no entiendes, Paimon?
There probably aren't many in Liyue who don't.
Ahí
I've heard
está.
quite a bit about you two. You're quite well known around these parts.
Ajá.
Oh, and please excuse Longzhou if he forgot to thank you. Take my thanks in his place.
No hay problema.
He's a good guy. He's just been super busy lately, running around from place to place. Don't be too hard on him, yeah?
No te preocupes, pana.
So, you here for Lantern, right?
Por supuesto.
Yep. It's always so lively this time of year. We were actually hoping we could tag along to Elong Wharf and have a look around.
Perfect. We'll go together then. I'm
Yeah.
good with directions, so just follow me. Trust me, I know my way around. We can exchange stories, tell jokes, or just chat along the way. Oh, and there are a couple of good places to eat along our route. We can stop and grab a bite when it's time. The ingredients are fresh, the portions are generous, and the prices won't break the bank. You can order anything, and I promise, you won't be disappointed.
Order anything?
Paimon está empezando a salivar. Gaming, ¿qué has hecho?
Hey, did you really have to call Paimon out like that in front of our new friend?
Yeah.
Don't worry, I understand. I joke around like that with my friends, too. It just shows how close you are. Do you need to pack anything up before we hit the road? I can wait.
Nope, our things are always packed and ready. We're pretty much travel experts at this point.
Oh, that's right. Then let's get going. If we run into any trouble, you can count on me to protect you. I am a guard, after all.
Y desde ya podemos hacer los minijuegos. Me está agradando esto de que cada vez puedes empezar más temprano el tema de los minijuegos para la gente que le vale 50 kilogramos de callampa, lo que es la historia principal. Tenemos los castosombras de papel, el júbilo bestial y también esta wea que todavía no se desbloquea hasta completar la primera parte de la misión. Pero creo que este es el evento por el cual están dando recompensas de compensación porque está recontra bugueado. Al menos eso creo. Arte chido de Gaming por ahí. Pero no me está agradando el personaje, me está agradando en especial la manera en que habla. No están hablando a lo caro en comparación a Yoimiya, pero tampoco tiene ese lado un poco cringe que a la gente no le gusta de Rito. Es un punto intermedio entre esos dos personajes y me agrada bastante cómo es que habla. Tenemos que dirigirnos al Valle Chenyun. ¡Let's go! ¡Podemos ir por acá! ¡Bien! Debo admitirlo, la zona se ve recontra bien zona, tengo que admitir. Hay una tortuga por allí que tiene una roca encima. What the hell? Bueno, abramos la estatua de los 7. Y ya está. Parte del Valle Chenyun. Bueno, Chenyun completado. Ya tenemos una zona de comunicación entre Liyue y Fontaine. Que se nota bien que aquí es donde acaba el agua de Fontaine y aquí inicia el agua de Liyue. Me pregunto si es que eso afectará en algo al momento de tener que nadar por acá. Me dan ganas de experimentar justamente en esta frontera, pero no importa. La cosa es que tenemos que salir por acá, punto de transporte desbloqueado. ¿Puedo hacer ofrenda? Tengo 14, me falta 16. No puedo hacer ofrenda, no puedo hacer ofrenda todavía. La cosa es que dirijamos al Valle Chenyun donde está Gaming. Y vayamos por acá. Estaba a punto de hacer algo con este wave que tenía algo acá. Vale, salió algo aquí. Jade cristalino. Esto es lo que necesita Cloud Retainer para levelear, ¿no? Creo que sí.
Ooh, the docks are just a bit further. One step at a time. Hang in there.
Sí, esto, Rossi parece que está queriendo decirte cosas a ti, Gamin. Está diciendo que tú eres el mejor, cosas así de seguro. Estoy 100% seguro de eso. Y ahora somos a Gamin.
Wait.
Vale.
Get behind me. I'll handle this.
Vamos. Con cuidado, con cuidado, con cuidado. Que nos bajan la vida, que nos bajan la vida, que nos están bajando la vida, que nos están bajando la vida. Buenísima.
Stop it.
Vamos, otra vez, otra vez, otra vez.
Sorry, pal.
Vale. Quiero ver si es que puedo mantenerlo. Aunque puedo matar a ese. Vale, ahora sí. Cuidado. Vale, no se mantiene entonces. Y si mantengo. Vale, lo mismo de siempre, carajo.
No pain, no gain.
Se ha curado la vida. Vale, cositas de ella, cositas de Chinjan también. Cuidado, 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 cuidado. Que nos matan, que nos matan, que nos matan.
Born of ice and frost.
Descansa un rato, Gamin. Que eres nuevo aquí. Y yo sabré qué hacer contigo después. Con cuidado. Forma Blade. Ahora. Retroceder por partida doble. Bien.
Seems like we really can't go anywhere without running into treasure hoarders, can we?
Mano, casi te matan.
Yeah, it's not uncommon for deliveries to get intercepted. That's why this job needs guards like us.
Paimon was impressed by your moves back there. You seem like a real pro at your job.
Oh, that's not a skill I learned on the job. It's just a hobby. Have you ever heard of wushu dancing?
Sí. He oído hablar de la danza de bestias.
Really? Wushu dancing is famous in Chunyu Vale.
Es más, estoy bien familiarizado con la danza de bestias.
Performers might be invited to promote the opening of a business or to spread good fortune during a holiday season. But I must admit, it has nothing on the popularity of the Liyue opera.
Nada le gana lo que son las artes escénicas. Aunque la danza está bien también.
I'm also well aware that people in Liyue Harbor aren't exactly jumping at the chance to watch wushu dancing. So, it's not something I do full time.
Sí, te entiendo, Gamin, te entiendo.
Huh? You have 2 jobs? How do you have the energy to do all that?
De la necesidad de sobrevivir.
It's not that tiring. You just have to take a rest.
Ah, Paimon gets it, so you must sleep a lot then.
Not really. Just yesterday I stayed up all night playing cards.
He oído gente que decía de que tenían que hacer una interacción entre Gamin y Zaino. Weones, ¿qué han hecho ustedes para merecer eso? ¿Ah?
Oh.
Let's go. The docks are just up ahead.
¿Ustedes creen que todos son castigos? No, eso sería algo bueno. Ustedes tienen que hacer cosas buenas para merecer cosas buenas. Pero no, aquí lo único que hacen es quejarse y mandar mensajes de odio. Cosa que así no van a obtener una interacción Zaino y Gamin. Gamin se acerca y habla con el barquero que está descontando el muelle y en un instante ya está llamándose para subir a bordo.
Finally, we can rest. Ooh, Paimon's shoulders are so stiff. And her stomach so empty.
Yo no, porque me acabo de levantar hace un par de horas.
Sorry. Did I push the pace a bit too much? I mean, you were the ones who said you were travel experts.
Ah, el aire es viajero experto, yo no.
It was just too hilly.
Sí,
Floating up
muchas
and
montañas.
down so much. Where's Paimon out?
Demasiadas montañas en realidad.
Aw. Would you like some winter melon cake? I have some on me that I bought from a store.
No, gracias, no soy de melones.
Paimon will take all you got.
Prefiero
You
durazno.
might want to pace yourself there, or you'll be too full to eat a proper meal later.
O las naranjas.
Paimon never gets too full. Just like you apparently never get tired, no matter how far you walk or how many jobs you work.
Ah, I see. Then here you go, Paimon. And for you, traveler. Enjoy. And here's some for you too, Uncle Bosu. Don't think I forgot about you, my friend. I'll just set it to the side here for you.
Cain parece tener don de gente, se lleva bien con todo el mundo y trata a todos como si fueran sus amigos.
That hit the spot. Paimon thought she was going to starve to death for a minute there.
That close of a call, huh? I've been eating wintermelon cake ever since I was a kid. You can buy them from all sorts of places, whether it's a small vendor on the side of the road or a big restaurant
Qué
in the
bonito
city.
paisaje.
But each place produces cakes with a slightly different flavor. If you like these ones, I can give you the address of the shop I bought them from. I'll just have to check when we get back. oh, all my jabbering must be making it difficult for you to enjoy the scenery in peace, huh? Don't be afraid to tell me to zip it for a little while, okay? Really, I won't be offended.
Ahí está la
Hey,
diferencia.
Paimon is kind of enjoying listening to your chitter chatter.
Ahí está la diferencia.
Aw, a fed Paimon is a happy Paimon, huh?
Ah, el clima se está cambiando.
Paimon can be in a good mood anytime she wants.
Poco a poco te vas sumergiendo en la belleza de montañas y ríos. Antes de que te des cuenta, la vista del puerto Gilon te da la bienvenida.
Woohoo! We're here!
Don't forget your things, and watch your step as you get off the raft, or you're in for a swim.
Así que este es el puerto Jinju.
Thanks for the ride, Uncle Bosu. You take
Lo he
care of yourself.
pronunciado mal, ¿verdad?
I'll see you some other time. Okay, follow me. This way is fastest. We'll have to take the elevator up to the secure transport agency.
¿Hay ascensor? Ah, claro, que ya me olvidé cómo es que funciona. También hay ascensor en lo que es la posada Wanshin. Así que, como que la sorpresa no debería haber sido tan sorpresa. Empecemos haciendo rateros. Este es un asalto, ustedes ya se la saben. A ver, vayamos a la agencia de transporte seguro, que queda justamente por acá arriba. Sigamos llevándonos un poquito de recursos. Ustedes ya se la saben, ni siquiera se molesten en llamar a sus apoderados. Repollo por acá, disculpe señor, no quiero hacerle daño. Ustedes ya se la saben también. Al Chutayun oficial. Voy a ser así muy cauto. Este pana no me ve. Excelente, porque los de Luigi son unos imbéciles al parecer. Y parece que el imbécil también soy yo, porque me tiré en un lugar que no tiene cabida por lo que veo. O este es el ascensor. No creo, porque tampoco es que vea. O es que está bajando, sí, ya me estoy olvidando muchas cosas. Que no voy a Liyue. No voy a Liyue desde hace tiempo. La mayoría del tiempo me la paso en Mondstadt o en Sumeru. Liyue muy pocas veces visito. No en comparación con Inazuma, pero ustedes entienden mi idea. De hecho, creo que ahorita estoy poniendo el orden en las veces en las que yo termino visitando estos lugares. Ya pues, ahí es poco explica cómo es que soy como ser humano que visita estos lugares. Anywho, llegamos al último piso y podemos ir justamente por acá, llevarnos estas cositas. Teadéptico de Chenyu, que de alguna manera servirá para algo. ¿Es comida o es material de ascensión? Déjame ver. Teadéptico, ¿dónde chucha está el teadéptico? Teadéptico. Material de comida, por lo que parece. Tal vez podamos hacer temas adelante que... Vamos, ya lo dije cuando estuve en el Fuerte Menopie. Yo soy bien fanático de los tés. De hecho, hace poco he estado en una tienda comercial pituca, entre comillas, y me han dado ganas de llevarme los tés que habían allí. Había incluso té verde. A ver, ¿esto está cerca de la agencia? Sí está cerca de la agencia. Vamos a desbloquear el punto de transporte, ¿cómo no? Y...
Hey! Slow down. I'm begging ya.
What is it? No one's gonna try any funny business when the street is this packed, right?
Yo ya quería hacer... O sea, yo ya estaba haciendo eso. Vayamos justamente por acá, supongo. Hagamos un salto. Robémonos esto. A la espalda Segamin. Llegamos donde tenemos que estar.
Oh, well... how should I put it?
Come on, spit it out!
Estás en confianza. Aquí nadie se va a burlar de él porque te llamas Gaming.
Do you see that group of people over there?
Ya, ¿qué tiene que ver esos imbéciles?
Those are my relatives.
Ah, puta, disculpa, no era mi intención llamar a tu familia, retrasaros malditos.
Wow, you sure have a big family.
Once they start buying things, they won't stop perusing till it gets dark. This is bad.
They're your family, not your arch enemies. What's there to be afraid of? Unless... Oh, did you do something horrible to them?
Sí, ¿qué has hecho? Te has quedado hasta las 9 de la mañana jugando Fortnite de seguro.
No, it's not that. I'm just not that good at dealing with my family.
Ah, chócalas. Yo tampoco me llevo bien con familiares que sean borrachos.
It would be best if we could steer clear of them. I'll explain more when we have the chance, but right now, we've got a job to do.
Tranquilo, Gaming. Tengo experiencia en esto.
The left side looks pretty packed. Let's go straight.
Que no nos vean.
Slow and
Que
steady
no
wins
nos
the
vean.
race.
Que no nos vean. Estoy cubriendo las espaldas, Gaming. Nada te va a suceder. Nada te va a suceder. Yo te estoy cubriendo las espaldas. Cuidado. Que nadie te vea, 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 que nadie te vea. Que como te digo, yo soy experto en esto. Yo solía también escabullirme cuando tenía 16 años. Y sí que era pro en eso. Ni se daban cuenta que yo existía. Cuidado.
Let's wait here for a second. Maybe my aunt will leave.
Estoy cubriendo. Entonces más o menos como en el Counter-Strike. No, en el... No me acuerdo bien. En Persona, estamos en el Persona ahorita. Estamos en el Persona 5. Y estamos aquí yendo por las paredes para que nadie te vea, compa Gaming. Cuidado. Ese pana de enfrente no es familiar tuyo. Vale, supongo que no. Y tampoco es que vaya a alertar al resto de tus familiares. Así que estamos. No, 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 ah, ya. En los arbustos, weón, en los arbustos, en los arbustos.
Wow, you guys are good. I'm impressed.
Tenías que esconderte en los arbustos, wey.
That was nothing. It was a piece of cake. Oh, winter melon cake to be exact.
You really liked it, huh? Ooh, you know what? I'll buy you a whole bunch and pile them so high you could swim in them.
¿Cómo puedes nadar entre un montón de queques?
As long as you don't wind up drowning, Paimon.
Hey, Uncle Jirgwe. These are my friends, the Traveler and Paimon. They came to deliver some goods with me. So I guess I'll go ahead and take these over to Uncle Yongzan then?
Yes, thanks for your hard work. I should thank you both for your trouble as well. Please take a seat and rest for a bit. I'll prepare some tea.
Gracias.
No need. We'll be off soon anyway.
Carajo.
Hey, we're already here, aren't we? No harm in taking a load off for a bit. Plus, I know the Secure Transport Agency has some great Songhua tea stashed around here somewhere. I promise you, one sip and you'll be hooked. Anyway, you just sit down and relax, Uncle Jirgwe. Who would I be if I just sat here and let you go through all this trouble? Leave this to me. I have to be up and about to drop these goods off anyway. What's a little extra time on my feet? Oh, you aren't too picky, right, Traveler? I know Paimon prefers things on the sweeter side, so I won't steep the tea too long. And I'll add some dim sum pastries on the side.
Aw, you noticed what Paimon likes?
How long have you two known Gaming?
Hace un par de minutos.
Oh, not long at all. We just kind of tagged along on his trip to Yulong Wharf. He's just a super welcoming guy. We became friends. You know, just like that.
That's just how he is. He's the attentive sort. Really knows how to look after his own.
Me recuerda más o menos al 20% de personajes que hay en este juego. Y Rosy está ladrando de fondo, by the way, porque también se ha hecho bastante amiga de Gaming, por lo que parece.
A while ago, one of our guards had to take off work. Said his joints were hurting due to the rain.
Es Suoshi.
Gaming personally went all the way to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get some medicine for him from Dr. Baiju, then traveled through the night to deliver it back to him. That young man has such a good head on his shoulders. How can anyone not love him? I mean, there is his dad, but...
Uncle Yongzan says he doesn't have the personnel to spare for this delivery right now. So what do you think, Uncle Jirgwe? Should...
It feels like we've troubled you enough already.
It's kite-making materials, though. Could be for a kid. I'm sure the sender wants it delivered before Lantern Rite. Oh, by the way, here, have some tea.
El progresante aroma del té es y su prolongado regusto revitaliza el espíritu.
All right, then. Deliver it if you want to.
Ooh, are you free in 2 days? How about we grab some dim sum from Shinya Kiosk? My treat, and don't even think about trying to pay.
Whoa, that's way too generous of you.
Don't mention it. Just think of this as a thank you for all your help. Besides, the thing between me and my family, it's a long story.
Sounds good. Paimon never says no to free food.
Entonces nos vemos en el kiosco Shinjue.
Alright, then I'm off. See you in 2 days. Oh, and Paimon, make sure not to eat too much before then. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Is he underestimating Paimon? She's just gonna have to show him how much she can really eat. Anyway, is Gaming's family situation really that complicated? He has such a happy-go-lucky personality. Plus, he's an enthusiastic and diligent worker. It's hard to imagine a guy like that being troubled by much.
Usualmente las personas más alegres tienen el pasado más triste y las personas más tristes tienen una vida más alegre. Es lo que tengo entendido un poco, dice un proverbio chino de las 3 caras tal vez.
How should I put it? Since he already plans to tell you himself, you don't need an old man like me to add my 2 cents. You seem to be around the same age, so you might have a lot in common.
Más o menos.
Perhaps you could help him talk things through. Consider it a favor to me.
Lo intentaré, tengo más tiempo, aparte de que he llevado terapia en estos asuntos, así que no hay problema.
If you have the time, maybe you can make a little flag for us to wave about. It can say, "We provide aid in spades." Couldn't hurt to advertise our services, right?
Sí, Paimon, vamos a estar como el Tsukasa, con una bandera gigante.
Well, I can certainly arrange that. Is there anything else you wanted to say?
Wait, seriously? Paimon was just joking, but if...
Seems like Gaming really has rubbed off on you. Would you like some more tea? I think there's some left.
Por favor,
No thanks. We came
échale hielo, que hace calor.
chance to look around the wharf. We should see the kinds of kites they got. Maybe they'll have ones you can't find in Liyue Harbor.
No es mala idea.
All right, then. Please do let me know if you'd like more tea. You're welcome to stay as long as you like.
Da un paseo por el puerto Geelong. Vale, nos permiten explorar ahora un poquito esta zona de por acá. A ver, veamos si es que vamos por aquí. En esta zonita hay un cofrecito que no puedo abrir. Más bien voy a marcar porque sé de que ya estoy gastando muchos weas de encargo con los puntos de transportes que ya desbloquearon a este punto de existencia. Pero voy a colocarlo aquí para saber que aquí hay un cofre.
What are you doing here?
Xianyun.
The way you speak, one might have presumed you were displeased to be in one's presence.
Hola, Xianyun.
Take note, Paimon. You could learn a thing or two about how to respect your elders.
Ugh, starting on the elder stuff already, huh? Shouldn't you be back in your cave tinkering away at some kite-related thingamabob or something? What brings you out here?
Capaz por eso el mercado está saturado en el puerto Luigi y prefiere hacer su imperio monopolio acá.
And what's with that huge box next to you? Ah! Paimon gets it. You're here to do some shopping, aren't you?
And what of it? The Qixing's decision to integrate Fontanian technology into said kite-flying competition is of no consequence to oneself. Did you expect one to willfully compete against the whimsical trends of worldly sentiment, or perhaps even fall to petty sulking over such?
¿Para qué decir que no? Porque sí.
It's not that we think those things exactly. That's just what Mountain Shaper and Mooncarver told us. Or Tia something and Ho. Paimon can't be bothered to remember what their aliases were called. Anyway, they went to Liyue Harbor to look for you. They even asked us to pass along their regards if we ran into you. Tianyin?
No me digas que...
It appears time has quite flown since one's arrival in Liyue Harbor. How could one have forgotten about those 2 old fossils? One shall have to bring them back some divine herbs to atone for this slight. Nay, given that one has ventured all this way to Yilong Wharf, tea would be more advisable. A great thought has illuminated one's mind once again. One is perhaps you two could wait here whilst one performs this task. It'll be but a moment.
Huh? Wait, here? You really just gonna ditch us here to watch your stuff?
Y se marchó y su barco se llamó Libertad.
Oh.
En todo
That woman
caso,
really just does whatever she wants.
helicóptero. Ya está. No aguanté más. No aguanté más haciendo una broma de ese tema. Anyway, te dejo a ti vigilar las cosas, Paimon.
Hey, not you too, traveler! Oh, all this Paimon ditching is super not appreciated.
¿Cómo es eso de que no debo aprender tan rápido eso de dejarte sola?
Just come back soon, okay? Paimon doesn't want anyone to try and steal his stuff.
Welcome. Please have a look around. We only sell teas of the finest quality, sourced directly from Chaoying Village. Might I recommend the Sunglo variety? It's one of our specialties.
Es la voz de comercial más voz de comercial televisivo que he escuchado en toda mi vida.
Now, that sounds promising. One will bring some back for those old fossils, and all will be well. 2 boxes will do.
Wonderful. By the way, we're actually running a special lantern ride promotion. Buy 3 boxes, get 10% off. 4 boxes will net you 20% off.
No caigas en esa trampa. A mí me dijeron eso en el tambo y terminé llevándome 3 Pepsis que nunca he terminado de tomar.
20% off 4 boxes. This merchant strikes a fair bargain. One might as well give some to Morax and Ping too. Then 4 shall suffice.
I see. Are you intending to give these as gifts? If so, perhaps I can interest you in these exquisite gift sets. Buy 10, get half off.
Fenrir no parece ser el vendedor más inteligente.
Look at the magnificent design. And the red ribbon gives quite the festive flair, don't you think? Such a gift would be sure to impress any lucky friend or family member.
Créeme, Aether, sé que alguien más estaría disfrutando de las vistas que tú estás, entre comillas, disfrutando, aunque el audio no sea el mejor.
10 boxes. Seems rather excessive. But if one factors in the conqueror of demons and one's disciples...
10! A nice round number, don't you think? Of course you do. I'll even shave a little extra off the price for you.
That is agreeable. One will... I will have these boxed up then.
Of course, right away.
I see you have quite the eye for fine items, mademoiselle. Perhaps some of my wares might also be of interest to you.
Oh my god. Va a gastarse toda la plata en
I'm a toy
chucherías.
merchant from Fontaine. You'll get nothing but the finest and most intricate clockwork toys Mora can buy here. Each one sure to be a source of endless amusement.
Men, con razón Song le ha hecho ese sacrificio para dejar de encargarse de Luigi. Es que los adeptus no saben de economía básica.
Perhaps you could enlighten me then. When should said amusement be derived?
Well, that is, of course, best understood by playing with them yourself. If you could wait just a moment, I can bring one out and give you a demonstration.
There is no need for that.
Mademoiselle.
Give me your newest and finest model, and be sure to package it securely.
Of course. Here you go.
Casi te descubren.
The instruction manual is...
I can do without, thank you. Many watchful eyes surround this place. If one were to be spotted purchasing a mechanical toy such as this, a child's plaything no less, it would only invite scamps.
¿Es un escándalo? ¿En serio? O sea, ¿nadie tiene una tía que le compra juguetes?
There is no harm in bringing it back to study in secret.
Creí que eso era normal en China. También digo lo mismo, comerciante de Fontaine. Sea mejor que vaya antes de que Xian Yu me descubra. Get the fuck away.
Oh, Xianyun, did your shopping go smoothly?
Naturally. One may not delight in social interactions, but that does not mean one lacks said faculties.
Parece que Xian Yu es muy influenciable por las tácticas de venta. Solo con echar un vistazo se nota que su caja está a rebosar.
And you too? Are you not here to purchase things?
We just haven't had time yet. It doesn't look like there are any kite stalls around Elong Wharf, but it does look like there are lots of goods from Fontaine.
Claro, porque están en la maldita frontera.
You are also planning to participate in the kite flying competition.
También.
One means to say, you along with all the other youths. One has been entreated to share one's kite-making expertise, and indeed, there was little one could do about such persistent supplication. One moment energetic and earnest, and dejected the next. One had no choice but to acquiesce to these requests, and thus, one will be organizing a kite-making workshop to provide personal instruction in this art form.
Ah, tú eres la huevona que va a estar con...
Oh, who will be participating then?
Shuyu, Shenhe, Ganyu, and Yayo.
Ya, esa será la competencia entonces.
Wow, that's quite a few people. Also, this is all pretty well, Xinyun, but it's not like you have to make your own kite to participate in the competition. You can just buy one ready-made and call it a day.
Paimon, tú no lo entiendes.
Ha! You speak of those equipped with the mechanical lifting device, do you not? 'Tis nothing but a crude piece of mortal machinery. The mechanism that one has developed was the fruit of millennia of meticulous study. Let us not speak of the source of the mechanism's power, but rather its structure. It is composed of materials as light as bamboo and as strong as iron. This composition grants it the lightness of weight to ascend into the sky and the durability to follow the wind for many a mile. It is built with a series of intersecting rods that... Never mind. It is unlikely the two of you will understand, even should one expend the effort to explain. One is better off saving one's breath.
Estoy en ingeniería.
It sure seems like you want to talk about it, though.
So, will you be attending the workshop or not?
Como si tuviera otra opción.
Huh? Wait, you've been trying to invite us this entire time?
Parece interesante, igual que los talleres de empleabilidad a los que tengo que asistir porque mi currículum y LinkedIn es un maldito asco.
All right then. No need to prepare the materials in any case. One has it all sorted. Arrive at Mount Outsong in 2 days. I shall be expecting you around midday.
Montaña Osan en 2 días, lo tengo claro.
Are you leaving? Don't you want a guard to help you with that big box of yours?
Surely you jest. One goes as one pleases. For what reason would one need to rely on another?
Y así se fueron las esperanzas de los Sims de Xianyun de querer ser sus guardaespaldas personales. Ah, canijo, esa cosa flota.
It can float? What kind of invention is that?
One calls it the floating toting device.
Huh. She seems pretty proud of that one. Look at her walk down the street. She seems so confident. But everyone around her is looking at her all funny. Paimon wonders... never mind.
Es demasiado pésimo ocultando su verdadera identidad.
But anyway, that box of hers seems to be full of those mechanical lifty thingamabobs. Not that Paimon was peeking or anything. She just, got a bit unsteady for a second and accidentally brushed the embroidery on top. And wouldn't you know it, all the stuff inside almost came bursting out. Paimon even went out of her way to keep it all together.
Paimon, un día de estos te voy a lanzar una promo tan promo que te va a dar depresión.
All Paimon say is that Xianyun sure does try hard to save face. What did she call it again? A crude piece of mortal machinery? Paimon bet she just can't wait to take it apart and see how it's made.
Suena algo que mi compa Main de Carejara haría porque es ingeniero electrónico.
Totally. We should probably act like we didn't see anything, though. You know, in consideration of her feelings and all. After all, that is the propriety with which one should comport oneself.
Orioles presagio firmamento. Terminamos lo que es la parte 1. Y bueno, quiere decir, buena manera de introducirnos a gaming, buena manera de introducirnos a Cloud Retainer. Quiero ver cuánto tiempo nos queda. Creo que para este entonces ya habré pasado la hora entera. El caso es que voy a dejar el video hasta acá. Espero que os haya gustado. Si es así, pueden dejar su like, compartirlo si te has vuelto fanático de gaming y también de Xianyun. Y nada más que decirles, disfruten el año del dragón al máximo, aquellos que hayan nacido en los años 2000 y 2012, que este tiene que ser el año de ustedes, este tiene que ser el año en el que ustedes terminen la historia o en todo caso la comiencen. Así que, vamos, que ustedes pueden, confíen en ustedes y a los que no hayan nacido en ese año, hagan preparativos para que el año en el que les toque a ustedes ser los protagonistas les vaya recontra bien, al igual que yo estaba haciendo todo este tiempo. Así que, nada más que decir, hasta aquí Vampire, nos vemos en el siguiente video.